If you run a digital marketing agency and you have not had as much success as you'd hoped in 2022, well, then this video is for you. Hello there, my name is Trent Deersmid. I am the guy that you see right there. I'm the founder of the brightideas.co website and YouTube channel. And I'm also a serial entrepreneur who's built and sold a couple of seven-figure businesses. So 2022 was no cakewalk. Let's be honest. We had the war in Ukraine. We had high levels of inflation. We have higher interest rates than we've had in years. We're seeing major layoffs in the tech space. And that has seriously shaken the confidence of your customers. If you sell to small business, your customers are more frightened than they have ever been. And the outlook in 2023 isn't a whole lot better. Likely the war will continue, so will high levels of inflation and high interest rates, which means that in order to be more successful next year, you're going to need to do some things differently than you did in the past. But the good news is I'm going to share with you exactly what those things should be. And to do that, I wanted to quickly first tell you a story of the very first company that I started way back in 2001. I started this company called Dyrand, Dyrand.com. It's actually still in business today, but we started that literally like a month before 9/11. We had these grand plans that we're going to sell IT support services, which is what the company does to this day. But let me just tell you, when 9/11 happened, nobody wanted to buy that stuff. So we immediately needed to make a serious pivot in our business. We had to adapt to the economic environment. And in our case, that was selling disaster recovery plans because everyone was scared there was going to be maybe another attack or what have you. And so that allowed us to pay our bills for a period of time until, people's fear of that went away. And then we kind of got back on track with our main business plan. So am I saying that you need to pivot away from being an agency? No, I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that you're going to need to do things differently, potentially differently, and than you did in the past, and definitely differently than the vast majority of your competitors are doing. So this video is really just to let you know what I'm working on, what's coming in my next 4 videos, and then I'm going to need your help to help me plan the videos after that. So let's talk about what's coming up in the next 4 videos. So I want you to understand what is wrong with the traditional marketing agency business model. So let me give you a hint. If you are selling time for money, like an hourly charge, or you are dependent upon retainers, monthly retainers for services that are north of $1,000, probably even north of $500 a month, you're going to get killed in 2023 because that is a very, very broken business model that has all sorts of flaws to it. And in that video, I'm going to go into a lot more detail on what those flaws are. Then in the video after that, I'm going to talk to you about why selling locally in your local market will be, especially if you are a newer agency that doesn't yet have a lot of SEO traction, or you don't have a big budget for ads, or you don't have a lot of clients, you don't have a sales team. You need to sell locally in 2023. And I'm going to share with you why that is. And I'm going to equip you with some very doable strategies, even if you don't really like sales very much, so that you can go ahead and get new customers. Now, getting new customers are great, but if you're getting new customers, but you're delivering services that don't have high enough gross margins, well, that's not going to help you very much. So in the 3rd video, I'm going to talk to you about how to build a marketing agency that has greater than 90% gross margins. That means that for every dollar of revenue that you bring in the door, about 90 cents of that dollar or more is going to be profit for you. So why is that so important? Well, you don't need as much top line revenue when your gross margins are 90% or more as you do when your gross margins are only 50% or 40%. And so many agencies, due to the high cost of labor, their gross margins aren't nearly as high as they need them to be, and they struggle mightily because of that. So I'm going to show you how you can build an agency that has very little staff, very little overhead, and incredibly high gross margins. And then how you can, video number 4 is going to be how you can build an agency that relies solely on recurring revenue. Now, if you want to layer projects on top of that, that'll be up to you. I actually am not the biggest fan of that. I think recurring revenue is the way to go. And people really struggle when it comes to understanding what they need to do, what they don't need to do, the things they should offer, the things they shouldn't offer in order to build a recurring revenue business. An example of that is a company called Forge 3. I interviewed the founder just after he sold the business, and that is an incredible story. And I'll get more into the details of his story in that video number 4. So that's the next 4 videos, 1 per week, that I'm going to release now. Of course, with Christmas and all, I might miss a week. I might take a week off. But the next 4 videos that I come up with now, after that, there's a couple things I need from you today if you're still watching. Number 1, I need you to leave me a comment down below saying, hey, I'm really interested in those topics, or no, those ones really aren't very interesting to me. I'd be a whole lot more interested in this, and this. So for video 5, 6, 7, 8, I don't know yet what you guys need from me in order to be successful. So I need you to tell me that. So if you're still watching now, hopefully you will take the moment to leave a comment on what it is that you would like to learn or what it is that you're struggling with. Now, the other thing I would like to make absolutely clear is, why am I doing this? Well, number 1, I don't sell a training course of any kind, and I'm never going to sell a training course of any kind. Now, I do have a software company called Flowster, but I'm actually going to give you Flowster for free if you decide, because I know that some of you will decide, to use my affiliate link for a piece of software called HighLevel, which is an incredibly powerful piece of software for digital marketing agencies. If you want to know more about it already, if you don't want to wait, there will be a link down in the description. But suffice to say, if you are running a digital marketing agency and you're not using HighLevel software, you are seriously missing out, and you won't be able to do hardly any of the things that I just talked about in this video. So that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. I really look forward to interacting with you going forward. Again, I need that feedback. And if this is your first time watching one of my videos and you want to make sure that you don't miss out on those 4 videos, make sure you become a subscriber to this channel and click the little bell so that you get a notification when those videos are published. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.